Keir Starmer hit out at U.S. President Joe Biden for making unhelpful comments on Vladimir Putin as the West keeps trying to stop Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer said it was not helpful of U.S. President Joe Biden to urge for regime change in Russia as the invasion of Ukraine progresses. Western allies have been trying to put pressure on Vladimir Putin to withdraw his troops from Russia's neighbour but have failed so far. President Biden faced a backlash after going off script and saying Putin cannot remain in power during a visit to Warsaw last week. Speaking to LBC, Sir Keir said, "Not helpful to say something, to row back. Big thing to say, for obvious reasons. The Ukraine situation is obviously depressing. I remember when the Berlin Wall came down, it felt like Europe, freedom, liberation, sovereignty meant something completely different. And I didn't think. In my lifetime, we'd see Russian tanks coming into a European country, soldiers kissing their children goodbye as they stay to defend their cities and their country. Or the terrible bombing of civilian targets, including hospitals," he continued. "It's a devastating situation. Obviously, we all want it resolved just as quickly as possible. I hope that talks can make some progress, but at the moment it's quite difficult to see what the substance of the talks is. Willingness to talk. That's a good thing, but the substance is going to be much, much more difficult." During his speech on Saturday, Mr. Biden also branded Vladimir Putin a butcher when asked about his views on the Russian leader. U.S. officials on Sunday had played down his declaration, and President Biden, asked by a reporter as he departed a church service in Washington if he was calling for regime change in Russia, gave a one-word reply, "No." U.S. Ambassador to NATO Julianne Smith also sought to contextualize the president's remarks. Ms. Smith said, "In the moment, I think that was a principled human reaction to the stories that he had heard that day. The U.S. does not have a policy of regime change in Russia. Full stop."